Welcome to Nubian Narrator News. Today's story: one asylum seeker in Epping just confirmed everything I've been saying for years. Hadush Gerberslasie Kebatu, 38 years old, from Ethiopia, an asylum seeker in Britain, arrested at the Bell Hotel in Essex, and now found guilty of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl, guilty of harassment, guilty of targeting the very people who gave him shelter. And I'm going to say it plain, he should never have been here. He was found in Chelmsford Crown Court, sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl, harassment, incitement of minors. You know how low you got to be guilty on all counts in Britain, where juries bend over backwards to give excuses. Lower than basement, lower than sewer. We're talking hell's basement suite. Let's stop pretending every asylum claim is some noble story of survival, because the truth, you can't prove most of them. Anyone can say, I was persecuted, I fled war, I had no choice. How do you fact check that? You can't. Half the time there's no paperwork, no records, no way to verify. So we take them in on trust. And then we act surprised when trust gets spat back in our faces. Now, let's talk facts. Men commit more crimes than women. That's not opinion. That's statistical reality. Look at any prison in the world. Majority men. Look at violence, assault, terrorism, theft. Overwhelmingly male. So why, in the name of common sense, do we keep allowing men into Britain under the label of asylum? You don't increase public safety by bringing in more of the demographic most likely to offend. That's not compassion. That's negligence. Kebatu proves the point. He was given a hotel, a roof over his head, food, NHS access, all paid for by British taxpayers. And how did he repay it? By preying on children, by turning his safe haven into a hunting ground. Ungrateful doesn't even cover it. This is predatory entitlement, and the locals of Epping, they knew something was wrong. That's why protests erupted the moment he was arrested. People aren't stupid. They can smell danger when it's dumped on their doorstep. Here's the real crime, not just his assault, but the government's cowardice. The Home Office didn't protect us. They didn't protect the 14-year-old girl. They didn't protect Epping. Instead, they flooded quiet towns with strangers, mostly men, who should have been filtered out at the border. We don't owe the world our safety. We don't owe random men from across the globe free housing, free healthcare, free handouts. So here's my policy, and I won't sugarcoat it. No men over 21 allowed into Britain under asylum, refugee, or migrant labels. None. No visas for them, no handouts. Women and children only, and even then they follow strict rules. Integration requirements, curfews if necessary, zero tolerance for crime, because if asylum is about safety, then it has to be about protecting the host country too. Right now, Britain's system protects everyone except British citizens. And spare me the guilt trips. Oh, but we have to be compassionate. Oh, but it's humanitarian. What about compassion for British girls? What about safety for British families? Charity begins at home. And if your policies invite predators, then your policies are broken. This isn't about one man in Epping. This is about a pattern, a system that refuses to see the obvious. More men means more crime. So let's make it plain. Hadush Kebatu is guilty. He'll sit in a British prison for now. But the real guilty party, the government that let him in, the asylum system is a sieve and Britain is drowning. It's time we seal the borders, stop the fantasy, and start protecting our own. Final thought. If you're a man over 21, you don't belong in Britain as a refugee. If you're here already, count your blessings. If you're not, the door is closed. Epping was the warning shot. If we don't learn from it, the next headline will be even worse. This is Nubian Narrator News. No apologies, no spin. Just the truth Britain needs to hear.